5 new AI videos weekly.
This week we explore the future of filmmaking as AI and storytellers collaborate.
I'm Jon Rogers.
And I'm Kai Turner.
Our first video this week is Spiral, coming from a collective of filmmakers, but primarily Tommee, Profitt, Sam Tinez, and Our Last Night. And this is a music video for an upcoming album coming from Tommee, Profitt. And there's a couple things that are really notable here. First of all, it's another example of the music video AI genre. But also, this is really ambitious. It's a really well-done video, and it could stand alone as its own short story with just a musical kind of backdrop behind it. So, when I first saw this, I didn't really know, was this a film or is this a music video? And it stands strong in both regards.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's definitely an elevated music video, and it feels like a cross between a video game cutscene and a short film. And we've said in the past that music videos can be more forgiving when it comes to AI videos, so I feel like the team here has really collaborated with a music artist to communicate a narrative and have it sort of contained within this music video and self-contained within this music video. But they're really starting to flex their muscles that you can see could turn into a short film or a sci-fi short film.
Number two.
Next up, we have ANPU, or ANPU, by Yves Dalbiez. And this is a short film submitted for Project Odyssey. Project Odyssey is a big competition that's going on right now that a lot of AI creators are kind of polishing their best work for. And this is a modern reimagining of the Egyptian god Anubis in an urban setting. And I really love the stylization of this video. And if you read the description, Yves describes the process, which involved live action footage and lots of AI video and traditional video tools and 3D tools. And it really feels like, to the theme of the show, this is the modern indie filmmaker assembling their toolkit and really bringing all their superpowers together, including AI, to tell the stories and create new types of styles that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, what I find notable here, Kai, is that this was shot largely live action in Tokyo, and then they've added this painterly effect over the top of it using AI. And what it reminds me of is back 15 years ago or so, I remember having a lot of meetings with filmmakers who were pitching this idea of a live-action movie with this painterly wash across the top, and it never happened. The studio never wanted to take the risk on that kind of a creative approach, but I always felt that there was a lot of promise, and the concepts that they developed were beautiful. And what I'm seeing here is that AI is actually allowing filmmakers to do that without maybe the risk of the big investment that would have to go into it. So I expect to see more of this as the tech tools and technology develops.
Number three.
Our next video today is Sacred Mountain, coming from a filmmaker named Ryan Patterson. And I love just the sheer scope of this. This is a big world, big environments. It's about friends kind of looking for each other out in this what appears to be like a Pacific Northwest kind of environment. And what I think is really interesting here is that if you were to really do this in a live action shoot, the size of the crew, the scale of the sets that would be necessary to get these shots, it would be, this would be limited to the most expensive of franchise-type blockbuster movies. And yet, with these tools, filmmakers can actually get that scale and scope at a tiny fraction of the price.
Yeah, I think this is, this is a really ambitious story to tell. It covers a really, one of the longer AI films that I've seen recently, so it's really an achievement in that sense, and covers a lot of different filmmaking styles, and works with kind of the human drama element that we talked about before that can be hard to capture with AI video. So I think it's definitely notable for its ambition.
Number four.
I have a good idea. I tell you a whole story, and then Sharif, and then we're gonna choose which one's next, and then we're gonna do that.
Next up, we have Manga the Flying Cat by Perez. And this is just such a sweet, heartfelt piece that really resonates with me as the father of a young toddler daughter. And this is something that I think anyone that's dabbled in AI video and has small children tries to some extent, but Perez has really executed it fully and really, polished it up into something that's presentable to the world. But I think just playing with the stories that your children are coming up with and trying to translate that into AI video or into AI images based on their imagination is just such a fun thing to do. And as he says in the post, it's an example of where we can imagine this going in the future, where children can just spout whatever creative ideas come out of their head and see those start to be visualized and turned into stories in front of their eyes. And it's really a fun thing to do, a fun thing to see, and a fun thing to imagine as doing as an activity with your child to foster their creativity.
Yeah, this video reinforces my belief that we're going to see an explosion of videos and creativity in the coming years as these tools really become more widespread and more used. The idea that any parent can take their child's dream or imagination and convert it directly into a video almost in real time on the spot is, I think, just really exciting. It's why I'm working in this space, frankly. And take that beyond parents. Take it when your 8-year-old or your 9-year-old child can just hop in front of the computer and take that imagination and create a video, a story in real time. It's incredibly exciting.
Number 5.
Our next video this week is Sigma, coming from a director named Quinn Halleck and also with a strong team of creatives supporting him. And Sigma is really notable to me because I think this is what Hollywood, when Hollywood embraces AI and finally gets up and running using the tools, this really represents what I think that's going to look like. It's going to be really a very traditional live action shoot, but layered in specific spots an AI effect and not just kind of look like the other AI videos that we're seeing. It's going to be very subtle, inserted where appropriate. And so I think it's notable that this really represents to me where Hollywood is going with the technology.
Yeah, definitely. And I think early on there were a lot of critics of AI that when the enthusiasts were posting videos and experiments didn't really get it. But I think something that we're both excited about is, that was a preview of what happens when the real experienced talent comes into the field and starts to embrace the tools in the same way that maybe the more novice enthusiasts have been. And this is definitely an example of that. I mean, they do a behind the scenes where they talk about how AI has just augmented their process, everything from writing to concept design, all the way through production and the special effects. And I think that is what modern filmmaking looks like today. Thanks. That's it for this week. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.
We'll see you next time.